Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer and to a new campaign, which I haven't come up with a good name for, so we're going to call it the Crime Wheel Challenge. Basically, we have a wheel. Here it is. This wheel lists 7 potential crimes that our boy John Hitman can commit during your average freelancer run. However, we're going to spin the wheel to make some of these crimes super illegal. Not just regular illegal, because they're already crimes, but super illegal, so that we can't even do them at all. There are 4 levels of challenge, of course, in Freelancer. We're going to ban 1 crime for each level, basically. So the first 3 maps will have 1 crime banned. The next 3. The next 4 will have 2 crimes banned each, and so forth, until we're banning 4 crimes on the final 6 levels. It's going to be interesting, I hope. Where do we begin? This could be a fun start. Espionage in Bangkok, Colorado and scale. So before I figure out where exactly we're going to go, I shall spin the wheel. As there's a lot of wheels, I'm just going to do them off camera, but you can take my word for it that the wheel has been accurately spun every time. Our first map is going to ban the crime of Moida, which I guess is fairly self-explanatory. We are not allowed to kill anyone other than our targets. It's basically kill only targets. So where are we going? We've got Do Not Pacify on a lot of these maps, which is going to make things complicated. We've got it on all 3. So, where should we go and what should we do? We've got 2 targets on Bangkok. We've only got 1 target and they need to be hidden on scale. What's our prestige? Probably Katana Kill. I'd like to save Colorado for the showdown. It's a good map for a showdown, I feel. Let's go scale. The lack of either murdering or pacifying means that disguises are going to be difficult to come by. So I would rather do the 1 target map. Although Bangkok's fairly easy to get around. No, we're sticking with the plan. We're doing a 1 target scale with a katana. We'll bring a pistol. We've got a new wall here. We've got some Golden Dragon scissors in it. And we can also get some Kali stick and Jade dagger. Because we've got the Bruce Lee pack. Maybe when we go to Bangkok, we'll see a bit more of that sort of thing. But we can't save right now. I didn't forget the katana and Alt F4 on the loading screen. You forgot the katana and Alt F4 on the loading screen. We're up top. The moon is shining through the wings of the phoenix. And we've got a man to slay, but just 1 man. Joseph Gordon, where are you, friend? Gallery. Custodian? Maybe? So how are we going to reach you? We're in a bit of a pickle here. We've got 2 guards down there, so that's probably not an option. Which means pipe it is. We've got guards here, so going in there is not an option. Which suggests up might be a good option. Well, it might be our only option. But now where? Through this window? No, because that just leads back to there.
Seriously, I'll pay you.
Yeah, that's not going to help. Yeah, there's custodians in the way. What a pain. And those guards. We could potentially get caught trespassing, but that might blow our Don't Blow Your Disguise, and I don't want to do that. Oh, shit. Go. That guy doesn't really turn around much, I don't think. Cool, we've made it to here. I don't know if going in there makes any sense. I think we press on. Going up probably doesn't make any sense because I don't think there's any outfits we can get by going up. We've got no choice on this bit. But then going up there probably doesn't help us. So we'll continue on round. This brings us over here. Okay. We've got guards.
Council still in session?
No, they pulled a recess. Sophia Washington wants
So
to
we'll
have
just
some kind of
sidle
notice
past
about
them if we
council
can.
members
Oh.
fighting her tooth and nail.
Look, I could have Jebediah block.
And again, this pipe that goes up probably isn't a help, so let's keep going. We've got a couple of dudes. Well, you haven't seen anything, guard friend. Thank you. And we'll basically make our way back to pretty much the start of the level, I think. Given where our man is, an event staff outfit should get the job done. So we just need to make our way past these guys and then keep going until we can climb down near where you can first enter the level. There's an event staff down there that we can pick up without pacifying and or murking anyone. Round we go. And we should be able to get down that pipe to safety. Potentially we also deal with the cameras while we're here, although I don't know if these cameras are relevant. But better to take out cameras than not, right? Yeah, I think so. Now, okay, we're just a regular, everyday person at this stage.
Good evening.
Event staff outfit. It's just over here, so we will help ourselves. Thank you. Now, does coming up here help us? Or am I just making stuff up? I might have gone the wrong way. But I might be able to get back on track. Come this way. Drop down. We've got a guard there. But yeah, he's doing his thing. So let's see if we can't sneak past him successfully. And then we can come up here. And this will in fact take us in a direction that we need. Although, there are enforcers on the prowl. But that's cool, we're past. So, gallery. Let's go around this side.
They say it belonged to Montezuma.
My man is in there. Is that a courier?
Yeah, that's a great line. Oh, the band's gonna be psyched when they hear that. Ha!
What are you doing? I need this bathroom for my business. Probably. How are we going to get that man? We're not allowed in there. So that's a pain. Guard there.
Alright, you're not getting through here, waiter.
Cornelia Stuyvesant is sat down there. We're on a smoko, so that's no help. There's one of our trigger happy enforcers again. Oh wait, here's our man. Let's see. Okay. Now, where did that courier go? Is it that guy? Maybe. Yeah, you get shanked. Get in this box. Cool. Now, I believe we're done. Where's our supplier? They are near the start. That's very convenient for us. So, that guy wants to blow out of skies. We've got no time for his antics. Can we go out this way as event staff? No, we're not allowed. I'm kind of worried about this lady, you see.
Janus.
Good. No, we've made it past her. Good. We could be on for a perfect here. Just took a whole lot of jogging. So what does our friend have to offer? A Kali stick. I believe that can be worn as a legal sort of weapon. Let's see. Yeah, it's perfectly legal to carry around. And it fits neatly on our back.
Thank you.
Which means we can also buy the Ancestral Sniper Rifle.
Come back if you need more.
And that can stay in our briefcase as we head home. I feel like this level was a good first level for this challenge, because it just shows how the additional complications, even just one, can make life very difficult. I'm already fretting about how it's going to go on level 4 when we've got 4 of the buggers to worry about. Quest continues with probably another katana kill. However, the wheel says we're not able to steal things. Theft has popped up on the wheel. So what does that mean for us? Basically it means we can't steal things. We can't pick up things in the level that we're going to take with us. So, I mean, we just can't pick anything up in the level, basically. Because that would be theft. That includes outfits. We can't even borrow outfits that are just hanging about. So that's going to make our life rather difficult. Poison target. Fiber wire and katana kills. So we could really do with our targets being in locations that we can just visit. That would be nice. What fiber wire should we use? Should we bring the banker's rope along? Why not? So what have we got? We've got pistol. We've got seeker and lockpick and everything. I'm just trying to think what else we might require. We've got don't pacify, so explosives could be risky. Plus, we don't need explosives because we've got 2 targets and we've got 2 kill methods. So, yeah, we're probably good to go. And theft is the crime that we cannot commit on Bangkok. Looks like it's a nice sunny evening. Let's see which version of the map we might be on. I assume that Freelancer Variations has properly updated. And the mod loader is properly updated, so we should still be getting variant maps. One of those variants is the new Bruce Lee level, the Infiltrator. So that might be showing up. But today we're after Bob, and we're after George Austin. This might make life not too bad for us. Let's see, where are you at, Bob? There he is. Okay, we can't pacify, but we can just kill people willy-nilly. But we might not even need to. Is that Ken Morgan's bodyguard? Yeah. So this is a normal version of the map. I believe Scale was also a normal version of the map. So I'm not 100% convinced at this point that Freelancer Variations is working as it should be. I was kind of concerned when I first loaded into the game and I had to skip the various splash screens and whatnot. Because that's usually a sign that your mods aren't working properly, but they've all been uploaded properly and they've all been deployed.
Are you just trying to get attention?
So, yeah. Can't really say for sure.
Sir.
What I can say is that we've poisoned George here. He's probably going to go to the toilets over here, which is great.
Okay, what's the matter? What happened?
I don't know if Bob will also go to the toilets over here. It might depend on where he gets poisoned if we do poison Bob. It's tricky. We could potentially fiberwire this guy and then just throw a katana at Bob. But there is a chance it will then get taken away by the guards and then we'd have to go into a private location to get it. So let's assume that we're not going to be throwing our katana at someone's head in an unsubtle sort of way. Let's assume we will instead be doing that.
Holy shit!
I think we need a doctor here.
Maybe. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy.
I'm not that good feeling dead.
Just an innocent man. Now, where's Bob? Where's Mrs. Mukjai? The two questions are answered in the same fashion. There he is. Because if we seek him now, I can't help but think he is going to go to the staff toilet on the ground, on the lowest floor. And getting in there without an outfit might be doable. Maybe we get in there, because I feel like she and he might walk through that room anyway. But then other people come into that room, and I don't want to have to deal with other people. They are also going to go outside.
Gotta come and help. There's this man doing stuff that is clearly illegal.
Alright, so there's all sorts of panic going on. There's guards running in to look at the murder scene. Shall we get our keycard?
Checking in. Name's Tobias Reaper.
Thank you so much, sir. Here's your keycard. Welcome to the Himmelpan Hotel.
There's a non-zero chance we could seek a Bob from our room or from somewhere upstairs, maybe. I'm not sure. Probably not actually, given which side of the place our room is on. But we could have a look. Yeah, we've got no way of seeing out into the back garden from our room, I don't think. Well, perhaps we could just about see out there, kinda. Although no, the angles are all wrong. Now, we could argue that picking up a fire extinguisher and dropping it somewhere else is not theft. Would we argue that? I guess you could argue that moving things around the level, but then putting them down before we leave, negates any theft that we're doing. But then if that's the case, then the theft challenge would be fairly meaningless, because you could just pick things up and you just had to make sure you drop them next to an exit before you go. So we're not going to play by those rules. We're going to play by the rules of don't pick stuff up. Who was seeing us there? And will they see us if we stand here? Yeah. Is it her? Maybe. I'm just kind of wondering if it's wise to try and deal with Bob from up here. So she turned, but she didn't turn to properly look away.
No, still I have this funny feeling that something awful is just
Bob has
about
just
to
stood
happen.
still at this point. Does that help us in any way?
And handsome.
Okay, now this guy's coming back. If I'd picked a better time, then I could have potentially got out here and shot some cameras.
Mister?
And engaged in nefarious activities. I guess if we blow up a fire extinguisher, that's more vandalism than it is theft. But the act of picking it up is still theft. So if we get either vandalism or theft, then blowing up fire extinguishers is off the menu. Now, murder, though, is on the menu. Nobody seems too panicked about that. There's Bob again. Oh? Where are you going? Did you hear a bullet? You did. One of my wayward shots punched a window. So Bob has now moved on. He and Mukjai are hanging around over there. We could climb down a pipe, but then there's people down there who would notice us. Can he be hit from here with a seeker? Yeah, he can. So now it's just a case of where's he going to go? Is it to the staff bathrooms on the ground floor?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Or is it to
There's
the
my
customer
next
bathrooms up
ex-husband.
here? He's probably going to the ground floor one, so yeah. We might have to make our way back there. Heck with it. We'll just do this. To hell with subtlety. There he goes. Cool. Wonderful. We got the job done thanks to a seeker shot from downtown. We'd have to go up to the recording studio to get our supplier, so that's not happening. So I guess we'll just think about leaving. Leaving's not terribly challenging on this version of the map. So off we go. This is promising. It should be stated that I don't have to stick to the regular objectives on the levels. I'm only worried about avoiding the crimes that have been banned on the crime wheel. It's only my personal desire to complete as many optional objectives as possible that's probably making this as difficult as it is. But that's what we're going to keep doing anyway. We're going to keep doing my optional objective choices as well, where we can. Anytime I fail an optional objective, I'm going to consider it a personal stain on my character. Now, what's our crime for Colorado? Please don't be murdered. That's all I can say. Eesh. It's trespass. So, we are not allowed to go to areas where we would be trespassing in whatever outfit we're currently wearing. If we can get an outfit that allows us into an area, that's fine, because we're not trespassing then, we're allowed. But we cannot just sneak about the place without the right outfits. We can't pacify, but we can kill. I've already taken melee kill epic, so we will go for... let's go for the ice axe. And then we will get a pistol that we love. Don't get spotted. Take no damage. Don't pacify. It's Colorado, so maybe we bring a submachine gun in case things go tits. But we don't want to cause a mountain of bodies, because then our target, who is a hat-wearing baldy with glasses and earrings, might get spooked, and we don't want our target to get spooked. So we're looking for a sweet-toothed dehydrated friend, and we're looking for them in Colorado. And we're starting up here. Jesus. This is the one thing we didn't want to happen. Because we're trespassing right now, you see. We're not allowed to trespass, so... I mean, it's kind of unavoidable, trespassing on Colorado. However, I would like to get out of the compound before we do anything. Okay, we're out. This is the least trespassy part of Colorado. So if we happen to be here, that's fine. We can't completely avoid trespass, but this is the best we can do. And now I need to get myself a guard outfit before I'm allowed back in the compound. These are the rules I'm making up as I go, because I think they are the closest to the spirit of the challenge. Now, what if we try and lure someone around this truck?
Okay.
Yeah, we can. Good.
You heard it too. Give me intel on that. I hear you, 5x5.
Yeah, you come around this side. Good. Because we should be able to poke you in the head with a pistol shot. We are now a guard. I'm hoping nobody notices that, because, yeah, we don't want our target to be super spookened by our antics. Someone probably will notice that eventually. But now we're in the compound. Most of our targets are in the orchard in front of us. So what are you lot up to? You're not doing much. Do you have black hair? Or are you bald? You look pretty bald. He looks pretty bald too. But she might have a necklace. Ah, what was that she was doing? Drinking. Doesn't look as though she's got a necklace either. And that guy's eating, so he's
Doesn't make you look tough.
off the
Only
list.
stupid. Put the gun away.
She's hatless. We might have narrowed down our target already. What are you doing over there, friend? You appear to be waiting for a meeting to begin. Possibly with our friend here? It does fit the bill. I don't really want meetings to be taking place in there because I don't have an elite guard outfit, but I might be able to get one. It does look again like I'm on a standard sort of level, like Freelancer Variations might not be working. That guy's a bit watchy. Normally though, when Freelancer Variations doesn't work, we'll end up with a level sooner or later that should be a Variations level, and then the game will just crash. Because that hasn't happened, that still makes me think that maybe it's working properly. And we've just been not unlucky, really, with our maps, because they're all fine. All the regular levels are fine. But I'm still suspicious. So, are you going to have a sweet chocky bar at some point? That would be great. That one's just stood. Not doing much. This is a great level for showdowns, as long as you don't stumble into a lookout or an enforcer. And this outfit's pretty enforcer heavy. But yeah, you can get across large parts of the level with just a basic guard outfit. So it's generally a nice place to be, to just look around and case out the joint. Even on alerted maps, Colorado's often alright because you've got these sight lines and whatnot. There we go. Sight lines where you can just like hide behind a fence and look over at your target without any risk of them being alerted. So we know who we're looking for at this stage, I think. I'd like to seeker her, but then that's one problem with Colorado, is that there's no great seeker spots. Unless she does decide to come over here, and then maybe we can make her Von in that toilet. It looks like she's just having a meeting again. That guy will probably notice if we fired at her. Assassin nearby. Okay. If those guards weren't nearby, that would be handy, because potentially we could ping her. Maybe? No. She's moving a lot. Although now she's stopped again. Okay, we've got her. But now where's she going to go? Is she going to come over to this corner? Because if she does, that sucks. Not the end of the world. But there might be other folks around who would see a cheeky axe throw. Like this guy. Where's he going? No, he's going there. That's cool. Cool. We got away with it. A body's been found, but that's not our guy, so that's fine. Now, we could potentially leave at this point. She's now been found. Oh. I snagged on something. I hate the outside of Colorado. So easy to just get snagged on things or forget to walk in the right place for some reason. a lot of the guards around the edge are enforcers.
What?
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for the safe. It's in here, I believe. I don't think I've ever seen the safe in here before. So the clues will be around. Yep, it's kicked off. Assassins are alerted. Guards are alerted. We're not a million miles away from an exit, so we want to watch ourselves. That's the safe, at least. No one out there is looking at us, so we should be safe to do this. And there we go. Life is going well. Where's our supplier?
Just keep a lookout for possible suspects.
Yeah, I'm also looking out for possible suspects. Which is to say, I'm scanning my mini-map for little white dots. Lookouts are alerted, of course. It's not really a surprise, whilst everyone's panicking, running about. But the most important thing is that we have made it to Supplier Friend. Can we afford anything?
Thank you.
Yeah, we can. Concept 5 and the Jade Dagger. We can afford both. Wonderful.
Just come back if you need more. Hey, you need anything?
And there's an exit right there. Lots of guards returning after having dropped off someone by the look of it. Yep, that's cool.
Oh, God, the smell is disgusting.
And we're away. Good job, everyone. Gotta admit, kind of forgot about no trespass halfway through that level, but I'm pretty sure we didn't break it. I'm equally sure you'll let me know in the comments if you did see me break it. But I think we're fine. Now, where's next on our globe-trotting adventures? Is it Hokkaido, Mendoza, New York, Sapienza? Could be good. Question is, what do we do if we get murder as one of our banned crimes, and one of our goals is kill 3 guards with an SMG? Do we allow it, or do we not? I guess we can't allow it. I'd like to allow it because of my desire to complete as many challenges as possible. But maybe we can't. Either way, we'll do these levels next, because I like the look of them. And we've got Alerted Sapienza, so our showdown will be in New York, Mendoza, or Hokkaido. Our prestige objectives involve gunfire, probably. And what does the wheel have to say crime-wise? Of course, murder came up straight away. Murder and assault are our banned crimes. So we can't pacify once again. And we can only kill targets. So, eliminate guards with shotgun or assault rifle is not happening because of our rules. Explosive kill proximity. Yeah. Murder and arms trafficking. Not great. We can't assault anyone. So we're not stuck suit only. There might be suits that we can pick up on the levels somewhere. But we can't do eliminate guard challenges. High target bodies. Let's start with Hokkaido then. Let's do Hokkaido. Do we want headshot kill legendary? Yeah, I think so, because that lets us bring a legendary pistol, which we can tuck into our pocket. Can't assault people, but we can distract them, so we'll bring a wrench. We'll bring a lockpick. We can't poison people either. That comes under assault. But we can poison our target, I think. Yeah. Gonna make a rule. We can poison our target, because the rules don't apply to our target, because we have to murder them. So we can poison our targets, but no one else. And I think we've got everything that we require for Hokkaido. Maybe we'll bring a subby. No? We've got a lockpick. We don't need a subby. Do we need an electronic key hacker? Can it hurt to bring a hacker? Or 2? Or 3? We got the space for it. I should probably keep some handy post-its for what I'm up to. Because I'm going to forget how many crimes... Well, I'm going to forget which crimes I'm dealing with at any given point, if I'm not careful. Now, starting in the restaurant there, is that something that we can do on vanilla Hokkaido? I don't know, you know. Don Ritter is our target. Hanging around outside 47's room. So can't confirm at this stage whether or not it is a vanilla map. There's Don. If he walks past our room, then maybe we stand a chance of sequing him, luring him in. Hope he doesn't have a big long loop and we've just missed a perfect chance to take him out. He doesn't seem to be coming back though. Is he the guy who ends up down in the toilet? In the restaurant? In which case it might not be too hard to deal with him.
You cut a fine figure, sir.
Your flattery will not save your life, Don. Can we pacify targets then? Yeah, if targets aren't subject to the rules, then I guess we can knock him out if we need to before we do anything else to him.
Hope you have everything you need.
Some would say I should have figured out all the rules and all the weird little edge cases before we actually started the challenge. That's because some people would be more organised than I am. I don't even know if some of these challenges are going to be possible if we've got like 4 different crimes on the go and our targets are in stupidly hard to reach places. Now where are we going, Dom? He's definitely going around and about the houses, this lad. I was kind of hoping he'd go down into the toilet, but he hasn't, so... Okay, we're just chilling next to the bridge. Maybe that's his route. Nope. Nope, we're going this way now. You're not allowed in there, Don. Good. He's discovered that is in fact the case. Why does it say Japanese garden on this sign? It's like, yeah, it's a Japanese garden. We're in Hokkaido. Don't think you need to specifically point out that it's a Japanese garden in those circumstances. I guess it's for the tourists, but still. So if we stand here, that guard is blocked by a column. That could be good.
Get away from me! I am about to vomit. Mate,
I believe we got away with that. Outstanding, we did get away with that. Now, yeah, we are allowed to assault our man, as we've discussed. So headshot kill, legendary. Should be just fine. Oh, I've just discovered we can't take screenshots either. So yeah, our mods are definitely playing up. There's definitely some sort of issue that's preventing the mods from working, which means these have all just been vanilla maps. Oh yeah, we need to hide target body, I forgot that bit. Good thing we're in an empty room. So I'm going to have to make sure the mods are working properly before next time. I will certainly crack on with that. It's not like it's been a hardship to play the maps on vanilla. I've got most of the vanilla variants of all the maps selected in my list of maps that are available to us. I just like a bit more variety, so I will get variations up and running before next time. I think we've got off to a good start today. We've done all the objectives that we were able to do, given the crimes that the wheel told us were off limits. And next time, hopefully that will continue, although with more crimes being banned all the time, could get a bit tricky. We'll see then. Until then, Thanks for watching, friends.